You know all that vague competitive pay jargon you see on job postings? Yeah, we're stripping that away to reveal the absolute unvarnished truth about fast food wages in 2026. If you've ever wondered how much cash actually lands in your bank account when you throw on that uniform and start slinging fries, well, you are in exactly the right place.
Real quick, before we even touch a spatula, I've got to tell you about something huge. If you're serious about getting hired fast, you need to click the link in the description right now to grab the Fast Track to Hired guide. Guys, for a limited time, it's just $10. It's literally the ultimate cheat sheet. It's packed with 10 video lessons, insider scripts that hiring managers desperately want to keep secret, and these crazy auto-reject-proof personality test keys. It's built to help you land your preferred hourly job in just 1 to 3 weeks. Seriously, do not miss out on this. Grab it from the description below. All right, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We are going to hit the real hourly pay numbers, franchise versus corporate locations, how location changes absolutely everything, benefits beyond the base paycheck, strategies to maximize your pay, and then we'll wrap up with some team real talk. Okay, section 1, the real hourly pay numbers. Zero corporate fluff here. Let's break down the exact 2026 earning potential position by position. So most people start out as a crew member or a cashier, right? And that range is doing some heavy lifting, anywhere from 10 to 18 bucks an hour. Now, interestingly, working the drive-thru doesn't technically pay extra, but it definitely gives you the superpower of staying perfectly calm under insane pressure. If you stick around, you can move up to shift leader at $14 to $17 and then shift manager at $16 to $17 an hour. Assistant managers, they're pulling in $17 to $20. And at the very top of the store ladder, general managers are making roughly $40,000 to $60,000 or even more per year. That whole started at the fryer, ended up in the corner office story, it's completely real. But let's ground all of this in the average. Across the entire country in 2026, the national average hourly pay sits right around $13.27. If you work a full 40-hour week, you're taking home roughly $27,000 to $28,000 a year, and that's before taxes. So, is it buy a mega yacht money? No, obviously not. But is it a real, reliable paycheck while you build up your experience and pay the bills? Absolutely. Moving right along to section 2, franchise versus corporate locations. Honestly, this is the biggest plot twist about how this massive company actually operates. Get this, a staggering 95% of these restaurants are owned by individual franchisees, not the corporate office. Only 5% are actually corporate owned. This means the company isn't really one giant monolithic corporation. It's practically thousands of small businesses all wearing the exact same outfit. Because of this, franchise owners set their own wages, their own raises, and their own perks. One location might start you at $12, while another one, just 3 miles down the road, might start you at $14.50 for serving the exact same fries. So your starting pay, it's completely shoppable. So you have franchise owners who offer highly variable pay and perks versus corporate locations, which are known internally as McOpCo. If you can actually track down one of those rare corporate locations in that tiny 5% slice, it is a massive win for your paycheck. They typically pay quite a bit more, often in the $15 to $16 an hour range just for a basic crew member, and they come with much more structured, consistent benefits. Which brings us perfectly to section 3, how location changes everything. Consider these your geographic cheat codes. Where you physically stand on the map completely changes what you earn. The sheer scale of the geographic difference is just mind-blowing. The national average is $13.27, but thanks to state laws shaping paychecks in 2026, a California crew member makes a minimum of $20 an hour. 20! That works out to over $41,000 a year full-time. Compared to a state with lower wages, that is a massive $15,000 a year difference simply for working the exact same job, wearing the exact same uniform. Now, you might be thinking, what if I live in a state that still clings to the federal minimum wage of $7.25? Well, I have some good news for you. Absolutely no one is actually starting at $7.25. Even in those states, the free market demands that franchise owners pay at least $10 to $12 an hour minimum. They know nobody is taking a fast food job for $7 in 2026. All right, section 4, beyond the base paycheck. Let's look at the hidden perks and benefits. We really need to talk about these sleeper benefits that can seriously pad your wallet over time. Yes, you get free or discounted food, which is awesome. Your grocery budget will definitely thank you. Yes, you get incredibly flexible scheduling, perfect if you're juggling school or parenting, but I really want to emphasize archways to opportunity. This is the sleeper benefit almost nobody talks about. It can provide free tuition money for college courses, help you finish a high school diploma, or even learn English as a second language. Getting free money for school while earning a paycheck, that's a genuinely incredible deal. Plus, depending on your location, especially those corporate ones, you might also get health insurance, paid time off, and a 401k. You might be wondering, how does this actually compare to other entry-level jobs, like, say, working retail at a place like Home Depot? Well, retail often pays a little bit more, maybe 15 to 21 bucks an hour, with predictable hours. And honestly, it's generally physically easier than sweating through a crazy fast food lunch rush. But fast food has a true superpower: ultimate speed and availability. They have more open positions than basically anyone else. If you need a job right this week, they offer literally one of the fastest paths from filling out an application to cashing your first real paycheck. Okay, Section 5, strategies to maximize your pay. Listen up, because these are your insider negotiation plays. Let's walk through 6 exact negotiation tactics that can instantly boost your starting pay by a couple of bucks an hour. Step 1. Apply to multiple locations. Remember, they're independently owned, so make them compete and compare their offers. Step 2. Hunt down those corporate-owned stores for better pay and benefits. Step 3. Offer night and weekend availability. Managers are completely desperate to fill these shifts, which makes you instantly valuable. Step 4. Directly ask about the actual starting pay for your specific shift. Do not settle for up to whatever flashy number is printed on the banner outside. Step 5. Ask about the path to shift leader on day 1. Managers definitely remember the ambitious new hires, and promotions can happen really fast. And Step 6. Do not sleep on claiming those tuition benefits. That is part of your total compensation. Let's move into our final section, number 6. Teen Real Talk. Just a quick, crucial reality check. And this is specifically aimed at the massive teenage workforce tuning into this explainer today, and parents too. Here is the crucial point. Whether you are 16 or 60, your first check is probably going to be quite a bit smaller than the mental math you did in your head. Taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, yeah, they are going to take about 10 to 20% of your gross pay before you see a single dime. Please do not let your first paycheck break your heart. Always, always calculate your personal budget based on your after-tax numbers, not your hourly rate. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Are you ready to fast-track your next paycheck? When you zoom out and look at all this data, it's pretty clear that a job here isn't necessarily meant to be your forever career. I mean, it certainly can be if you climb all the way to general manager, but for most, it is an absolutely incredible fast start stepping stone. It gets cash in your pocket and proven solid experience on your resume in record time. And speaking of fast-tracking, I want to send you off today feeling absolutely ready to tackle the job market. If you are pumped up and ready to land your preferred hourly job in record time, I need you to point your cursor straight down to the description of this explainer. Grab the Fast Track to Hired guide right now. It is a complete no BS system, and for a limited time, guys, it is just $10. Seriously. The interview scripts and auto-reject proof tips alone are going to pay for themselves on your very first shift. Go click that link in the description, get hired, and I will see you in the next explainer.